Hey y'all, you got, oh yeah, the U of A, Arizona, baseball, home of Arizona baseball. Well, I'm here, still in Tucson. Let me get a seat here. So how y'all doing? Pretty good? I am doing really, really well. Today I want to talk about health. Yeah, it's going to be health class. Remember that in high school, health class? Let's get this down. There we go. Okay. Arizona baseball. Well, yeah, that's almost like golf. Okay. I want to talk about different aspects of health because the wealth of a nomad is their health. And as we've gotten older, some of us are young, but you know, every day, today you're the youngest you're ever going to be. Remember that saying? Well, and some of us are older, we're seniors, some of us are young. So I want to talk about different aspects of health. Now, I want to talk first about exercise. Exercise is so important. Why? Why is exercise so great? Well, as we get older, we lose every year, if we don't exercise and keep it going, we lose 3% of our muscle mass. That's pretty serious. So if you don't do any regular exercising, lifting, moving around, doing some muscle building exercises, 3% every year? Yikes, that's a lot. And why do you want to have muscles? Because muscles protect our bones, our skeletal structure, our arteries, our nerves, everything. And it keeps, now another thing too is we want to keep our ligaments and our tendons pliable. I know out in Quartzsite, there's these rocks, and even little ones, even for me, and I'm pretty stretched out, but there would be these rocks, and I'd be walking, and all of a sudden my ankle would go like that, and it was just a little teeny rock when I was out walking. Now, if my tendons or my ligaments weren't stretched out, I would sprain my ankle, and then you're taken out of the game. One of the problems with being a nomad is we live in a small space. I don't care if you're living in a high top where you can stand up, or you're in a big Class A RV. It's a smaller space. And you don't want to be stuck in that small space day after day after day while you're trying to heal your body. You want to stay exercised up and stretched out. Stretching is so important. Now I want to talk more about exercising, but I want to mention that I have put together some exercise videos, and I have them on YouTube. They're unlisted. You cannot find them. I'm going to go ahead and offer them to anybody who wants to have them. I am going to offer a really good price for them for the first month. I'm going to bring my price really low so that you can get them if you want to support me. Why wouldn't I just offer exercise videos right here and there? Not everybody wants to see an exercise video, and I'm not going to, I don't want to do it that way. I want to talk about I'm going to do my regular videos, but I want to offer this for you who want to exercise. A lot of you have expressed that you want to exercise with me. And so I've put together some videos. Now, I've got a video that is the full length of from beginning to end of my exercise routine. Includes stretching, weights, muscle building, and some dance moves. And you all know that I do a lot of balancing and dance moves. So I put the whole video together. It's a long video. It's about 50 minutes. But I've also got some videos, some exercises I've got them broken up into sections. One is for stretching, another one is for weights, another one for muscle building, and then another one for some leg work, some dance work, things that will help improve the looks of your legs and your thighs and your butt and your hips. And those will be a little bit cheaper. Those will be lower cost if you want, because some people might want to I just want to stretch. I can do other exercises. I just want to know how to stretch. I want to stretch every morning with you, Lee. Minivanlee.com, and you'll find it there. And you also find other things. I still got neck gaiters. I still got the arm gaiters, and I still got gifts on there if you want to just give me a gift. So yeah, I wanted to mention that. So go to minivanlee.com and check it out. And I'll put a couple little preview videos right here of that video that I did just recently, and put it all together for you. Hey y'all, let's get some exercising going. One is yoga, a little bit of yoga in there. Another one is a little bit of Pilates, and the other one is dancing. Point your toes and lift up. This is your airplane. Bring it down. This is good for your lower back, for all the back muscles. This will, I'm good at pointing my toes. I've got ballet. Work the calves. Not very strong if you haven't worked out this one. Now bring your shoulders up like this. Let your arms do it. Exercising it can be fun, can't it? What I recommend, here's what I recommend for exercising. What I do when I get to a park, I like to do it first thing. I get up and I get myself ready, but then I walk. I like to walk. I like to walk at least 6,000 steps in the morning. It gets my body moving. It gets the blood flowing. It puts, and also walking is like left brain, right brain, left brain, right brain. And it kind of puts everything together here in your mind and gets everything balanced up a little bit. And that's, that's science. So I like to walk first. Then I like to take a little break and then go right into my stretching. I usually do my stretching, then I do my weights, and then I do my leg work, bodybuilding, and then I might do a few stretches, and then I'm good to go for the day. I can get a lot of this done. I can get my walking done in an hour, and then I can get my other exercising done in an hour also. I like to walk every day, but I also like to do my stretching and my muscle building, my other exercises, at least every other day. Sometimes once every 3 days, depending on how busy I am or whether I'm traveling or not. So that's my system. Now I want to mention how to walk. How do you walk? I want to talk about walking technique. I know a lot of people say, well, I walk, don't worry about it. Now, walking. You want your legs to do the walking, right? There's a rock right there. Want your legs to do the walking. As people get older, I notice this, that I call it the weeble wobble. They kind of walk like this, and it like gets them going. They become a weeble walker. It's like, remember those little weeble walks that went down like an incline or decline? Yeah. So let me see if you can see it. Yeah, they walk. They kind of walk, and this helps. It seems to help them get going. But no. Use your legs. Just keep it straight and let your legs do it. Let your hips do it. Yeah. Okay. Here's another thing. When you walk, I've noticed when you get older, you hunch over, and I can do it too. I really have to watch this, to where I'm leaning over. Don't do that. Pull your shoulders back and walk straight. Yeah, walk straight up. Yeah. Now don't pull your shoulders back so far. That's not good. Just pulling your shoulders back so far, no. It's kind of unnatural, but at least put them up. And it's sort of what Jordan Peterson says. You know, stand tall and pull your shoulders back to be a successful person. Don't be slunched over. Just stand up and pull your shoulders back and be successful. So you want to have that, your shoulders back. Don't take too long of strides. Sometimes that can hurt your muscles, the tendons and the ligaments right here. I found that when you walk too far, it kind of stretches this. Yeah, just give a good walk. Okay, here's another tip. Okay, because I've had ballet for the thousandth time I've had ballet, blah, blah, blah. Okay. This is what you can do if you really want to work your body. When you're in ballet, you want to pull in your butt. Pull in your butt. Just tighten it up. Just pull it to the center. Yeah. You want to pull in your stomach and lift up. Pull in your stomach and lift up. This is proper posture. Pull it in, pull it up. It's a big plane going over. And what you want to do in ballet, they say you want to pretend like there's a string attached to your head and it's pulling you up. Yes, so pull in, pull up, pull in, pull up, and walk with a good posture. Yes. So now, and you know what happens is, and I'm really pulling in my behind here, and I'm really pulling in my stomach, and I'm lifting up. This is going to, when you're walking, this is going to work every muscle in your body. Why not do it all at once? Get it all done. This is going to really tighten your body up and make it look good. Yeah, so basically, yeah, I mean, and I've got a good pace. I've got a good pace of walking. Swing your arms and go for a walk. Okay, so there is proper technique for walking. And you don't want to slouch. Don't slouch. It ages you about 15 years when you slouch. Yeah, don't slouch. Pull back a little bit, but not a lot. I will mention in ballet that you want to pull in, pull up, but you don't really pull your shoulders back. It's sort of like it's like you're a bowl. You're holding a bowl. But you're still not slouching over. No, you're lifting up. Yeah. Okay, so I just thought I would mention that. When I do walk, sometimes I do kind of pull back on my shoulders a little bit more because they do tend to want to like lean over. I guess I don't know. It's being a senior, maybe? I don't know. I think it's more of a habit. Okay, so that's walking technique. Now, when you're exercising, you want to have some energy going. So a lot of it is mental. You want to go with the mentality of that. You want to just do it. Just get her done. Just get it done. Like Jeff Foster said, get her done. You don't want to think too long and hard about it. You just want to do it. So you want to be in the habit of doing it. And a habit can take 14 days or less to get a habit going. Every single day for 14 days. Now do it for 30 days, you've got that habit down. And you're gonna feel funny if you don't do it. So, I do believe it's a good idea to get it done in the morning. That way it's not chasing you all day long. So you do wanna stretch. I'm gonna mention that briefly, probably about 3 years, I was a nurse's aide, and I did also work in a nursing home. I worked at agency. I was going to start nursing school, which I did not. I decided I didn't want to do. So I was working as a nurse's aide, where that women were pretty agile and stretched out and a little bit pliable, flexible. Most of the men were so stiff, it was so difficult to put them to bed. They just were like, their knees didn't bend anymore. Everything was so stiff. They made it a little bit difficult to take care of properly. So men, stretching. You know, this exercise thing is for you guys. Come on. Let's get exercising. I do want to talk about this. I think this is an important topic. Now, what else about health? We know that exercise is important. I've got some exercise videos waiting for you on minivanlee.com. Another aspect of health is drinking liquids. You need to drink water often. Summer's here. You don't want to get dehydrated. And that's one of the biggest problems for a nomad is hydration, keeping hydrated. Even I have to remind myself a lot, especially as a solo female traveler. I have to take care of myself. I don't have anybody else to remind me of anything. I got to do it. And so do you. It's a good idea. You must drink a lot of water. I drink 32 ounces of water first thing in the morning. Now, I've heard it suggested that like every 10 minutes, take a sip of water, especially in the summer. That seems a little extreme, but I think that might actually be a good idea. Have your water bottle always handy. And you know, as nomads, we do anyways, right? I mean, we're in our rigs, or if we're gonna go outside and we're gonna go for a walk, take your water bottle with you. If you're going to go sit at a picnic table, take your water bottle with you. Take your water bottle everywhere you go. And be sipping on water all the time. You can also drink like herbal tea. I don't suggest drinking a lot of juices, only because it is a major sugar dump inside of your body. It's not like if you're going to eat an orange, you're going to have the pulp, you're going to get the juice. But if you're drinking a whole glass of orange juice, I mean, that is like, how many oranges is that? And there's no fiber going through to stop it. That sugar is just blasting, and it doesn't have to really digest, and it just blasts your body with all the sugar and glucose. So if you want to drink juice, I mean, I do like to drink cranberry juice to keep my, the UTI system, keeping my bladder system cleansed. And as far as food goes, you want to eat raw foods. They say that it's good to eat half and half. Half cooked foods during the day and the other half raw. So have your produce, things like that. I do apples and cucumbers, and they say to do foods that are in season at the time. Yeah. There's all kind of controversy with lectins, with tomatoes, and things like that. I say, my advice, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a physical therapist, and I'm not a physical trainer. Use this information with your own caution. But these are suggestions that I give myself, and I want to share them with you because my health is so important to me. I need to be healthy if I want to enjoy my life, and if I want to enjoy the nomad life. Now, as far as foods go, let's talk being healthy and clean. You want to wash your utensils and your dishes properly. I use 1/2 vinegar and 1/2 water in my spray bottle. Now I can get careless. Don't get careless, because I can get careless sometimes. Well, I don't feel like getting out my vinegar, and my water, my spray bottle's getting a little low, so I kind of add water into it. And then if I forget, the next time if I do it again, I'm literally just cleaning my dishes with water. No, I need vinegar in there. And so I need to be vigilant, and you need to be vigilant on making sure that you're using proper cleaning techniques. That goes for your dishes. You need to clean your water bottle out every once in a while. You really do. Get a little teeny brush, and you know that tube when you suck on the water, you know, it's usually what we all use. You need a little brush with a handle on it, and cleaning out that tubing, cleaning out the part that you put in your mouth. You need to clean that out, I would say, once a week, because germs are getting on there. But how many times do we actually clean our water bottles? It's not like we can just put our dishes in the sink and let it soak with Dawn washing liquid. I don't do that. I do dishes individually as I eat. You want to be careful with your forks. Your forks have those, you know, yeah, there's a fork. Well, you've got the in-between there, and you want to make sure that there's no food stuck in there, especially if you're cooking eggs or meat, things like that, or mayonnaise, things with mayonnaise. You need to make sure that it's going to stay clean. So I get my tray out, and I spray my dishes, and I let them set for a little bit with vinegar. Then I wash them, I spray them one more time, wash them again, and then dry them with a paper towel. I am using meat like chicken or eggs or like a dressing that has mayonnaise in it that can spoil pretty easy. Summer's coming. It's going to get warm, and it's warm in our rigs. It is. I sometimes use alcohol to clean them. Yeah. Now you can get a spray bottle and have like half alcohol, half water. But I just go to the source. I don't want to carry all these spray bottles. I just have a bottle of alcohol, and I and I moisten a paper towel, and then I go over my dishes if I need to do double duty with that. Okay, so what's another health concern and cleaning concern? Well, how about our bathroom issues, our bathroom equipment? Girls, we use those pee bottles. We usually, many of us use a wide mouth, or if you use like that tubing thing that it's like you put it up against your bladder and your groin, and then a tube. Those need to be washed out. They really do. Maybe not every day. We need to, of course, we dump them every day. And what I do is I pour some water inside, shake it up, and then dump that. But at least once a week, I go in there, I get one of my latex gloves on, I put some water in there, I pump a couple of dollops of the hand sanitizer, and then I take a paper towel and I go in. And I pull back anything so that nothing can get on it, and I just clean it really, really well. Rinse it, do it again, clean it really well. I don't know, you probably all noticed. Hello? Yeah, that urine, after a while, it crystallizes and it gets hard in there. We need to clean that out. We need to clean the rim every day. It might be a good idea to actually take a paper towel with some alcohol in it and clean the rim and the lid. Yeah. And then after I use my pee bottle, I have it in a couple different places in my minivan, and I pump and I use hand sanitizer. Yeah. You don't want to get sick, and these things can make us sick. We're in a small environment, and we need to be vigilant on keeping everything clean for ourselves. Now, as far as our poop buckets go, what I do is every time I use my loo, the seat, I had a lug of a loo, and I got rid of the top part. I don't need that. What I do is after I use it, I only use it once a day in the morning, and then I take a paper towel with a little bit of hand sanitizer, and I just sterilize it. Yeah. Now, as far as the bucket goes, yeah, I try my best to buy really nice bags so that they don't leak. If any leakage comes out, what I do after I dump it, I get some alcohol with a paper towel, and I wipe out the inside of it, and then go around do the outside first, and then I clean the inside, and then get rid of it. You want to keep these things clean. You don't want to get dirty. You don't want to get sick. You don't want to get E. coli. You don't want to get salmonella. You don't want anything like that to get in your body, any bacteria. You don't want to get any parasites in your body too. So we all need to be vigilant as nomads because we're in a small space. It's harder to clean and keep clean a small space. Now, what about the environment around? I say the same as being a house. I used to clean my house very well once a week. One thing you can get at the store are some sanitary wipes. They're wipes. They're antibacterial. Just go around and wipe off things that you touch often. Yeah, just like, well, how about like a little pump bottle for your hand sanitizer? Wipe off the pump part. Yeah. I wipe off, you know, my lights that I go like this and it changes colors? I wipe those off once a week. I wipe off anything that I touch often. That goes for your steering wheel and your turn signals, your shifter. You want to do that often. Now, when I come back from a store and I get back in my van, I have a little pump bottle right in that little pocket there by my driver's seat. And I usually pump with that just because. And then it's not even just, oh, there's viruses out there. But you know, there are germs out there. And if it's like a Walmart superstore or if it's a grocery store, you've got people buying meat, right? They're buying a steak or hamburger or chicken, whatever. And then they're putting it on the conveyor belt as it's going through, right? Well, it could have salmonella on it. I mean, definitely. They say almost all chicken has salmonella on it. So you want to, and when the butchers in the grocery store, I mean, they're cutting meat, right? And then they're carrying these things and they're actually stocking it in for the meat department. You know that it's gonna get on there. It's going to get moved in there. So yeah, those conveyor belts can be really filthy if you think about it. Could be E. coli on it. So, and then what about also you're in a grocery store and you got people walking around. They picked up the meat, they put it in their cart, and then now it's on their hands, and they go and they pick up crackers. Oh no, I don't want those, and it goes back. So I always wash my hands really well and sanitize them after coming back from the grocery store. We go to the store a lot as nomads. We can't carry a whole lot of food all at once. So I think nomads might be going to the store just a little bit sooner than actual people who might live in a house. That's my opinion. I don't know. I've never done a study on it, okay? But I'm going to guess that we do. We want to make sure, let's go through. We want to exercise and stay limber so that we can feel good. Yeah. We want to drink a lot of water. And when you're exercising, take water with you. You want to clean all of your dishes and your utensils and use proper food care. Wash everything down. If you're using a tray, wash your hands before you cook. Oh yeah, there's all these things you want to do. You want to wash your rig out a little bit more than maybe you have been. You want to keep things clean. You want to live a clean life. That includes your sheets, your pillowcases. You want to live a clean life. Stay clean. Ooh, here comes the wind. I know, Arizona and the wind. They go hand in hand, don't they? Well, another thing about cleaning your sheets and your pillowcases and maybe sterilizing your blankets by putting them in the dryer every once in a while is because you get dust mites. They feed off of your dead skin. Oh my gosh, isn't that gross? But, I mean, most of you know it. It's real. Well, if you get too many dust mites going in your bed, eventually it can create allergies. Yeah, and think about it, it's kind of gross, don't you think? It kind of is. Because they're kind of ugly. They're very little, microscopic, but they're ugly, yeah. Now this summer, another thing for your health is you want to make sure you're not going to get any ticks. You need to check your body for ticks. If you're sitting out in the grass, if it's a tick area and it's a place where you can get ticks, you need to check your body. And if you think you have one, especially if it's on your backside, you have to go and list somebody, say, hey, is this a tick? And you need to Google it on how. I've never had a tick. I've never had to remove a tick, but you need to Google it, because you can get Lyme's disease, you can get diseases from them. So tick season's coming, folks. You need to be very vigilant with that also. It's important for you to stay healthy in your life. Yeah. If you, just being sick in a small space is no fun. When I had, in the past, when I've had digestive problems, which I believe turned out to be that I had a appendix that kept going bad, but then it would heal, and so I had a lot of issues digestive-wise, which I don't have anymore now that my appendix have been taken out. Somebody finally recognized that you have appendicitis. Being in a small area when you're ill, because I would sometimes spend a couple days in pain, and I would just lay down and sleep inside my van. It's not easy being in a small area, being ill. No, it's not. Before I actually started my YouTube channel, I was working in Kentucky, northern Kentucky, right across the Ohio River, and I was working at Amazon, and I hurt my knee. I had to quit at that point. Yeah, but I fell down and I fell on my knee. There's nothing I could have done about that. It was really their fault. A conveyor belt brake wasn't pushed down, and it was sticking out, and they're kind of long. They stuck out this far. Well, and there were packages falling all over. I was trying to pick up these packages because it was moving, because somebody didn't put the brake on, and I didn't see it, and I tripped over it, and I went down on my left knee. It was horrible. I knew, when it happened, I knew something was wrong. It's like, uh-oh, this feels bad. And it was. Well, I was in my van at the time, and seriously, it was really difficult. It took a good month to get better. For 2 weeks, I don't even remember how long, but it was a long time. I couldn't bend it or put weight on it. It was crazy. So what I had to do in my van, I had to keep it straight, and I had the brace on it. But in my van, I had to move like this and scoot on the floor, keeping my legs straight. That was crazy. But I did it. I mean, I'm a pretty strong person. I can handle a whole lot of problems. And I'm very flexible. And I don't mind taking care of myself and saying I did it by myself. I don't mind doing that. But when you're going through it, I wouldn't have wished it on anybody to have to go through that. Don't let that happen to you. Don't let that happen. Don't hurt yourself. Don't trip and fall. Be careful. Another thing health-wise is wearing proper shoes. Get the proper shoes. Get some shoes with good tread on them. If you're going to be walking outside, yeah. You need to take care of your ankles and your feet, because they're your paws. And it's what you walk on. You need to take care of them. Don't let your feet go bad. What I try to do is, because I don't really go to Planet Fitness anymore, I like to get out my collapsible sink, and it's an orange, sort of oblong, and it's only about this deep, but I put water in it, and I soak my feet in it, and I do a pedicure, and I check out my toes, and I clip my toenails. Another thing too is you want to make sure that your fingernails are clipped short too. You don't want dirt getting in there. That's gross, especially being in a minivan or a small rig. As nomads, you want to keep them clean. You want to keep your nails shortened, and yeah, so that you're not carrying germs get up in there in your nails. I keep my fingernails really short. Let's see, what else? You want to wash your body down so you can keep your skin proper. I use tea tree oil in water every night, and I wash myself down head to foot, although I don't use tea tree oil on my face. It can dry out my face. I have an actual face cleanser, and I have actual special products for my face. Yeah. But I do wash up every night. I change my wash rags often. Don't use the same wash rag all week long. Change your wash rags. Change your clothes often. Go do laundry. We're not children. I don't. But these are just little reminders of living. I think sometimes, and I'm speaking for myself, so I'm sure it happens with everybody else. Sometimes I like to take shortcuts. I don't want to take shortcuts. I want to live a clean life, and I want to remain healthy and feel good so I can enjoy being a nomad. Like I said, it's not easy being ill or being injured in a small minivan or even a high top. No. And we're usually alone. We're out traveling and we're alone. We might not have that support system going on. So yeah, let's stay healthy. These are little reminders for everybody. Let's see, is there anything else? If there's anything else I missed, leave in the comments for your suggestions. I'm sure I've forgotten a few things. Tell me your stories. What did you have to go through if you were ill in your minivan, or even in your house and you're living alone, like any suggestions on keeping from getting ill. One thing I do want to mention are supplements. You want to find out what supplements are good for you. Personally, for me, I take Emergency. I drink it, the powder, and I put it in water. I drink it every morning, and I take a multivitamin. Now I've added some other things on, cod liver oil for my brain, D3, vitamin D3, zinc, and vitamin C throughout the day. It's best to get time release, but I ran out, so I do have these big horse pills of vitamin C. So I try to take 2 or 3 during the day. And I think there's one more that I normally took. Anyways, yeah. Vitamins, eating properly. Okay. So if you want to get those exercise videos, minivanlee.com, go there, definitely. And they're not going to be that expensive. It's like less than the book. It's less than the book. And so do it now, because in a month I'm probably going to up the price just a little bit. Please subscribe. Give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much. Give me a super thanks if that's what you want to do. Give me a little tip for all my health tips. The Facebook group, Minivan Lee's Nomad Life. More and more people. We're almost up to 3,000 members now. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. Get the book, How to Live in a Minivan, the Minivan Lee Way. We've got the neck gaiters. We've got the arm gaiters. They're still there. There's still some good colors. Got lots of blacks and grays and everything. I love those. So this color just ran out today. Sorry. I do have some pale pink neck gaiters left and some pastels, things like that. Now, one of you mentioned that you'd like to find some sunglasses. I may actually do a little test run. And I think I know where I can get some good sunglasses. And I'll let you know if I get them, and I'll offer them to you. Sunglasses. Yes. I love you guys so much. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting me. And thanks for being with me all this time. There goes a gray Kia. Aw. It reminds me. Oh, well, don't go into it. I love you guys. So goodbye from Tucson. I'll be heading off to Ohio pretty soon. I will mention that my dad passed away last Thursday evening, and he was 95. God bless him and bless his soul. He was a wonderful dad. He was very kind. He was very kind-hearted. And so I'll be heading that way. to meet with my siblings back in Ohio. And then I get to see my daughter, my grandkids. So that's right around the corner. So there's going to be some traveling coming up in the future. Mwah. Bye.